Hi, this is Nico. I'm going to walk through creation of a website analytics dashboard today. So first, let me show the website analytics dashboard I created. So I created this. I have a website I've had for 6 or 7 years. My big questions with my website analytics were how many visitors do I have, more or less, in a 30-day period? Where are they coming from, and what pages are they visiting? And that's what I made. Yeah, you see by country, this is US. This blue one is France, where I live. Singapore, actually, I'll touch on that in issues, but it seems like bots. I don't understand why people from Singapore would be reviewing my website. But it filters, so you can go to US and this will filter out this, show me which pages are popular in the US. Yeah, there we go. You can undo this filter. Yeah. Anyway, that's the final product, but I'll show you more or less how I got there. Um, Yeah, so I started first. I have a four-step, more or less four-step process to developing that website. I defined my objectives, which is, as I said, I wanted to look by pages, where the visitors are coming from, and by views over more or less a 30-day period. Um, so yeah, I did that. So first step, I'll show you the first step is connecting to Google Data Studio with Google Analytics. So you go here, I already searched Google Data Studio to Google Data Studio Overview, and I'll let that load. Meanwhile, I'll go back to this. So third step, we'll talk about final product tweaking, which in this case was applying filters, some pages I didn't want to see, some formatting. I wanted my brand formatting, and then naming, standardizing data. I wanted to make sure the pages were what I was looking for. So I have half of my website pages are in French and half are in English. So I wanted to be clear about that. See if this loaded. Let's create a new report. And I know that yeah, when I connect to data, it's my Google Analytics data. It's under Nico Test G4. I'll add. That might take a while, so I'll go back to my presentation. So that was step three, tweaking. So essentially, I've gone through first steps. What was my analytical objective? I'm connecting live to my data. My final product tweaking to get that final dashboard that we started this with. And then notes. I'll touch on notes before I close out, but there are some important notes that on things I'd like to do. And this is focused on I'm a small business owner, so this talk or intro, I guess, is focused on small business owners who don't have a lot of time and want something quick. You got a website? I want to know how many visitors go. Done. Okay, I'm going to add this data. That should take a minute. Go back. Let's go back over here. Okay. So to start, this is the landing page for Google Looker or Google Data Studio. Views, I'm gonna look at views. I'll just put them over there. It's probably gonna create a scorecard for me, which I don't want. Let's say I want a table. And in that table, I also want page title. Yep. And let's go down here. This gives me the option to put this there as a dimension. Yep. And this should give me a nice table. So this is where I started to build out that dashboard I have. So event name, I'm not so interested in, so I'll kick that off. But this is the underlying data that I have. And actually, I applied a filter to filter out some of these pages that are not useful for me. Views. I want to change this to 28-day active users, and then the sum should equal, yeah, it'll equal that overall number that I have over there. But let's go back to this because I want to try to do this in less than or around 5 minutes for small business owners. So we can see this was the final product. Let's view it one more time. So it has over a 30-day period by country and color coded, and you can look at which countries view it more, and by pages. Um, cool. So some of the things that I would want to do, notes that I would want to change, or things I'm looking at working on as I move forward. I need to filter out bots to understand who are my real website visitors? And you look at Singapore, that's not real. I'm not sure about the other countries, but I need to go through that. And you can probably filter it out at the data source level, at the website level through Google Analytics, or at the Data Studio or Looker level. So I'll look at both. I would like to include other pages related to my business so I can see all my analytics in one place. I run Instagram, I run YouTube, and I have the Google search feature as well that I don't know how to incorporate. That's the third bullet. So essentially, I would like this dashboard to be a one stop shop for my small business. And I'm sure other small business owners are out there who want the same thing. Anyway, this is Nico. Thanks for your time. I'll post this to YouTube. I'll post it on my website, and feel free to reach out for comments or help creating something similar. Thanks, folks.